My name is Susie, and I am co-founder of Yoga is Served in the heart of downtown West Dallas, 72nd and Greenfield. We are closed right now for the duration of the stay-at-home order, but very much excited to be able to bring daily yoga into your house, and then weekly chair yoga as well. This class, just a continuation of the class that I've been teaching every week at the West Dallas Senior Center, where people gather to find some space and balance and ease. And really what a lot of my students love about what I focus on is breathing. And so today's class is going to have a lot to do with breath and using our breath to find some energy and using our breath to find some calm. And so we will start in a moment or two. If you've ever joined me before, you know you should have a sturdy chair without arms on a non-skid surface, something that you can sit comfortably in, have your back supported. Sometimes a longer bench can work as well, especially if we go into some side stretches. You can use the support of the bench there, but you want it to be a firm surface, not sitting in an armchair or on the couch. You want to have this nice support underneath you so that you can maintain a tall posture. And chair yoga is your chance to sit and relax. There are so many moves. I've been teaching chair yoga at least twice a week for 4 or 5 years. And there are so many moves in chair yoga that I love more than I love on the mat. And one of them is cat-cow, funnily enough. My favorite version of cat-cow is sitting in the chair, which we will, of course, get to in a little bit. But for today's class, this Thursday, April 30th, we're going to find some breath and just a little bit of ease here through the body. Let's start off by taking a nice, slow few rounds of breath. Drop your eyes closed if you are feeling comfortable and you don't get dizzy and you're in a safe space. You can allow the eyes to close and really bring a focus inward. A lot of times when we're doing yoga, we're glancing around to see what the teacher or other students are, and being able to be at home, it really adds to that internal feeling that yoga can bring without people behind you or next to you sneezing or, well, that was a poor choice of words today, but you can have just your space, your sounds, and your breath. Fill deeply from the belly, into the heart, into the shoulders. Relaxing slowly. I teach yoga as a science. It's a moving science experiment. Each and every class, what can we do to get from point A to point B? And typically, what can we do to bring all of the craziness to quiet and all of the tension to ease? Slow and steady, relax your eyes and your jaw. Relax your hands and your feet. And take 5 more slow rounds of breath, just allowing this time, this space. 30 minutes out of your day and you'll walk away feeling more focused and just simply a better version of you. One more slow inhale, fill the belly, fill the ribs, fill the heart. And relax the breath out. We'll move into our first breathing exercise today. And it's going to simply be a refill. Come halfway forward. And then hands are going to encircle your waist and really get in there at the bottom of the ribs and into the sides of the waist. We're going to refill here into the spaces. Even the act of bringing the elbows out like this, we're lifting weight from against the sides of our body. Our arms are almost always dangling down or somewhere right here at our side. So even right here, you're creating the space that now needs to get filled with slow, deep breaths. So pressing into the feet, into your sit bones, and reaching up into the crown of the head. As you inhale, fill into the belly and notice the expansion at the sides of your waist. Pull that full breath air up, that full fresh breath up. And exhale, feel the lungs get smaller. Feel everything soften and compress. And with your eye on making space for your next breath, inhale as deeply as you can, feeling that you are stretching open into all of the tightness in between the ribs themselves and in those intercostal muscles, the fascia. Breathe, open up. Shoulders relax, take 2 more breaths. If you get dizzy, just slow it down. Sometimes it is a pretty big hit of oxygen. One more. And hands come down to your lap and lift tall into the neck and shoulders again. From a still breath practice to a moving breath practice, we'll move into cat-cow. I'll turn to my side, you don't have to. I'll turn just so that you can see the movement of the spine. Feet are pressing out. You're halfway forward so that you have this space in between you and the back of the chair. Making sure you still feel nice and balanced. Hands come to your lap. Tailbone presses down and then lift yourself up accordingly from there. Often we sit incorrect in the chair, but when you press into the tailbone and feel that lift and length from the bottom up, you can see how tall you can get. So in a cat-cow, we move with the breath. So the breath guides us on how quickly we should be moving. And the inhale, you bring the belly forward and the heart up as the shoulders come back and the tailbone comes back. Comfort in the neck. As you exhale, you curl and round, feeling space come into the back of the body now, stretching as far as you can. The inhale, you start to lift up. It's not a fast movement. It's not a fast breath. You're becoming taller. Exhale as you curl and round, getting rid of the air and finding a stretch. Keep going. We'll take 8 more, slow and steady. If you're comfortable, eyes can close. If you're needing a bit of a detox today, as you exhale, really have that feeling that you're squeezing all of the air out of the belly. This engages us into the core itself, bringing some heat. Take 5 more slow rounds. Two more. The inhale, you're pressing forward, the belly opens, the heart opens, the lungs fill. The exhale, you get rid of all of the air using the shape of your body to stretch. Last one. And back to a nice, tall, lifted spine. I'll turn my chair forward again. And slide your weight back into your chair again so that you feel nice and supported, feet pressing into the earth. Our next breath exercise will take still. And we'll take 5 rounds of breath here. And what we'll do is inhale for 5, and I want a very full inhale. You can even bring that first breath exercise in with the refilling station. You can bring your hands to your sides if that's comfortable and really be with the inhale. And we'll inhale for 5, and we'll exhale for 5. And then we'll hold the breath out for 5. And now if any time you need to shorten that number, you'll shorten that number, and it's not doing it wrong. It's just noticing. It's actually very advanced yoga. If you notice that you should only be inhaling for 3 and holding or exhaling for 3, and you notice that, that's a high level of yoga. It's not doing it wrong. It's just doing it to your capacity today. But for the most part, for these 5 breaths, we'll take an inhale of 5, exhale of 5, and the holding out of 5, and the holding out of 5, that holding the body absent of breath. This is very calming, very grounding, and very healing. So let's just see how we can shift our mood and our awareness just in 5 rounds of breath. Feet press in, hips press in, hands to your sides if that's comfortable. Eyes drop closed. Inhale slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale deeply as you can. Exhale as smoothly, as fully, as completely as you can. And then hold the breath absent of the body and just give a count. How long can you hold the breath out? It is an intense experience, so it doesn't have to be a high number. Just see how long you can hold the breath out. And then resume a nice slow breath. Arms down to your sides or to your lap. And coming halfway forward. I don't know how much of the floor you can see. My cat came over here again. She's cute. Her name's Luna. And sitting tall in your chair, right knee will come to cross at the left knee. And we're going for a stretch here into the IT band and into the outer right hip, which will also help to release any lumbar pain or sciatic pain. And just twisting, or just crossing right here at the knees, you still want to have a nice tall spine. And then bring your left hand to your right knee. Right hand to your chair. Inhale. And as you exhale, twist to the right very gently. And our breath exercise here is to inhale and lengthen. And exhale as we twist, moving gently. It's not an intense twist. You're staying very uplifted, very soft in the spine, inhaling and exhaling, feeling more of the stretch there in the right leg. Lifting tall. Exhale completely as you twist. 2 more. Back to center and pause. Feel the spine untwist. Feel the hips and shoulders come back to neutral. And then bring your feet back down. Move forward and back into the knees a few times. Basically wiggling the hips. And then second side. Right leg is your base. Left leg crosses on top. And then right hand to the knee. Left hand to the chair. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you twist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. 1 more. Back to center, untwist. And then both feet to the earth. Slide the weight back again against the chair. Feel the opening that we did through the spine, through the hips and the shoulders. And our next breath exercise is going to be the opposite of what we did. So we did the hold out on the exhale. We're going to do a hold in, and this breath is a little bit more energizing. But again, we're only doing it for the 5 breaths, and this time we're going to take it as a round of 3 because holding the breath in is very enlivening, and you don't want to do that if you have any kind of high blood pressure. You don't want to ever hold the breath in. You want to keep the breath nice and smooth. So we're going to do this in a shorter fashion for 5 rounds, just to bring a little bit of energy into the body and also to increase awareness of the breath. And so you want to be just as effective. We're breathing for a shorter amount of time, but you still want to have a nice full breath. So let's start. 5 rounds of breath. We'll inhale 3, hold it in for 3, and exhale for 3. Nice and slow, or nice and quick, I should say. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold it in. 1, 2, 3. Smooth exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it in. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it in. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it in. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it in. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep inhale. Slow exhale. And coming forward onto your chair again. Halfway forward, arms out in gratitude arms. Not gratitude hands, but gratitude arms. Lifting out, elbows from the shoulders. Palms straight up from the elbows so that you have this feeling of some 90-degree angles in your arms there. And stretching the heart open. Inhale here, our moving breath exercise. Exhale and twist to the right. Inhale, come back to center, slow and steady. Fill the lungs, lift the spine. Exhale, squeeze it out. Not only finding space in the spine with your twists, but also into the belly. Inhale, center. And exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. 3 more. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Last 2. Come through center. Find that breath. Check in with your arms. Hold your posture as you twist. Back to center. And to the left. Last round. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist. Return to that long spine. Relax your arms down. And either still halfway forward or slide back. We're going to come into child's pose, and I'll turn to the side again. Options for child's pose really depends on how you can breathe when you start to fold forward. Some people can just pretty much come right here, hands to their lap, and you tuck your chin in and close your eyes and have this very quieting experience in your chair right here. And then depending on your belly, on your lungs, on your spine, on your shoulders, maybe you fold forward a little bit more. Elbows can come to the thighs as you relax in. And then again, maybe you come down a little further. Hands can dangle to the earth as the crown of the head falls toward the ground. I'll stay somewhere in center here. Our slow and still breath exercise here is just again going to have that feeling of the refilling station, but now we're widening into the back of our lungs, the back of our rib cage, and into the shoulder blades themselves. So chin tucking in, back of the neck nice and long. Take a deep inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs, fill all the way to the shoulders. Exhale softly. Feel all of the air leave you. 4 more. Inhale. Listen to the sound. Exhale fully. 3 more. Slowly lift back up. Slide the weight to the back of the chair. Again, our final moving breath exercise. And we're going to then take the same breath exercise into our still practice, or into the still breaths. Arms are going to reach to your sides and roll the palms open as you can. And this is an interesting breath in that I'm going to ask you to visualize opposite of what we typically do in yoga breathing. Even throughout class today, I would say inhale and energize and lift and open. And the exhale would settle us and relax us and calm us. This time, we're going to have a feeling that the inhale is calming us, that as we pull the breath down into the body, it's filling us with this sense of quiet, of anchoring. And then as we exhale, we're going to have a feeling of lift, that the breath, that the air is lifting up out of our body back into the universe. So let's practice this. We'll take 10 rounds of breath with this one with moving, and then 10 rounds of breath in stillness with the same purpose here. So hands at your sides, feet pressing in. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, the arms start to lift, the air starts to lift up and out of the body. The inhale, palms flip down, and it's a feeling that you're bringing the air down into the body, the sense of steadiness. The exhale, creating this lift, stagnancy, lifting, getting rid of all of your junk. The inhale, coming into the body, everything moving down, everything softening. Exhale, lifting, bringing that energy in, out of the body, that stale energy out. Inhale, everything calming, everything settling. And exhale, everything reaching out. 4 more. Mimicking the movement of the diaphragm. As you exhale, the diaphragm lifts, creating space in the belly. As you inhale, the diaphragm lowers, creating space in the lungs, and the belly compresses. Last one. Last. Or bring your arms to your sides and just sit here for a moment with your natural breath. Hands can move to your lap, face down. Wiggle into fingers and toes here for a moment, and into ankles and wrists. Not a ton of movement in today's class, but hopefully got into all of the joints of the spine and all of into your hips and shoulders here. And then our final breath exercise, that same feeling. So the diaphragm that I was talking about right there, that helps us to breathe, it's that muscle. And so as we inhale, the diaphragm flattens down and compresses the belly to bring more air, to bring more space into the lungs. And then as we exhale, the diaphragm lifts up, creating more space in the belly and less space in the lungs as the air lifts up and out. So it's that feeling here. So, and you can even use the hands for movement if you'd like, even though this is our still breath exercise, you can still use it. I'll use it so that you can visualize, or if you haven't, you'll close your eyes. So as you inhale, you're having this feeling that everything is moving downward. And as you exhale, everything is lifting up and out of the body. It's carrying the junk. The inhale, you're creating space in the lungs, pressing the belly down, feeling this sense of anchoring, of steadiness. And the exhale, you're lifting, everything up and out of the body. Inhale, feel that downward pressure. And exhale, feel that lifting air out of the body. Inhale, everything goes down. And exhale, everything moves up. Last 3 breaths. Inhale, feel that softening, just quieting into the body even more, concentrating. Exhale, everything lifts up and out. Inhale. And exhale. One more round. Feel everything soften. And feel everything lift. Rest your hands quietly on your lap. Return to a slow, natural breath for you. Just take a moment here in absolute quiet stillness, allowing the supercomputer of the brain, the mega computer of the heart, and the ultra computer of your belly to all talk to each other and hit save on this incredible work that you just did. Deepen your breath again. Eyes gently open, move into your neck a few times. Press your hands to your heart, palms together, thumbs pressing to the sternum. This gesture of gratitude. Gratitude is one of those things that if you can cultivate for more than a moment, if you can start to live in a life of gratitude where you have joy in your heart, even if you're doing the dishes or cleaning the cat box, knowing that you're taking care of an important part of the universe is part of that gratitude. It's not just dishes. You're creating health and cleanliness for your family or for yourself. You had food to eat, so you had a dirty dish. And this is like this real life changer when you can figure out a way to bring gratitude into everything that you do. You will notice a happier heart. So let's cultivate that this week. Until we meet again, let's end class with the sound of 3 ohms. Nice, slow, deep inhale.
for taking the time to take care of yourselves today. Namaste.